What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be my rail splitter meta build. Reason for that is today at the Thieves Den he sold a near max rail splitter AR, and with that I picked it up and threw a build together, and man oh man, I cannot put this down. So of course I had to share it with you guys. So like always, if you guys do enjoy this, I am Kamikazevondoom. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions at all for me, hit me up in that comment section below. But like I said earlier, this is all about the primary weapon, the rail splitter. This is a named CTAR AR weapon, and it has perfectly measured on it. Now, reason why I'm harping on that is right now at the Thieves Den in DZ South, you are able to pick it up. So if you are one of the few that have your notifications on and you're able to watch this as soon as it drops and you want this weapon, go to DZ South and you will be able to pick it up at the Thieves Den. But alright, here's the build. This is a 10-10-1 build. It is a PvP build featuring the rail splitter. I use this in Conflict and the Dark Zone. I went ahead and made a few clips for you guys, and yeah, here's the build. It is a rail splitter merciless combo, and then I use the double barrel sawed off just as a little last resort. Now with the specialization, you can use whatever specialization you want. For more sustainability, I would probably go for gunner. For different options, you could definitely use demo, survivalist, sharpshooter, what have you. But for this one, I am running the demo. I get the 7% laser pointer for my AR. I get the target damage to targets out of cover for my teammates. I can use the demo shots for special ammo in Conflict, and also from the DZ drops in the Dark Zone, which are pretty much one-hit quitters. And yeah, it's just a fun build overall. Now starting with the weapons, obviously this is all about the rail splitter. So this one has a little blurb because it's a named weapon. It says, take this off of one of your dead colleagues. No hard feelings, right? Cassie Mendoza. This is from the Gun Runner. This is one of the original named weapons, but it did get revamped in TU6. Now for this build, I have it at 22.8K, and the RPMs are at 990. How I did that is I re-rolled the second talent for Allegro, giving me that 10% more rate of fire. Now what makes this weapon so special is it comes with perfectly measured. So the top half of the magazine, you have 20% rate of fire, but -10 weapon damage. And then at the bottom half of the magazine, it reverses and it takes away 15% rate of fire, but then it bumps your weapon damage up 30%, which is insane. And that's total weapon damage. So we'll talk about total weapon damage in our stat sheet whenever we're done with this. But I went ahead and I rolled Allegro on there for the rate of fire, and then it came with recharged. If you guys like this weapon and it's a better base damage than the one you've had previous, go to the Thieves Den now and you can pick it up. Now for the weapon mods, start off in the back. I went with the sturdy mag for the extra rounds in my magazine, the rugged mini reflex for the crit chance, the small laser pointer for more crit chance, and then the flash hider for crit damage. For my secondary, I have the merciless. It's currently at 39.1K base damage with this build. This is actually a really fun rifle to use on its own, but as a secondary it's even better because it has that brutality. It's a holstered talent. Landing a shot gives you a 5% chance to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You have that explosive damage from the merciless while you're using the rail splitter. Now for the build as itself, it is a 10-10-1 build. with that being said, I do have 22.8k base damage for my primary. I have 265.6k armor and 233.8k health. My skill power is pretty low, but that's neither here nor there. It's all about the damage, the buffs, the debuffs, and more damage. Now, I said earlier, this is a true patriot with perfect berserk and perfect spark. So there is a lot of more damage behind the scenes than what you just see on paper. Now, starting off with the mask, it is a true patriot mask, 2 blues, and a red mod slot. Going with the gear set bonuses, I do have 4 out of 6, so I get all of the gear set bonuses. I have the 10% total armor. I get the red, white, and blue flags. Now, each of these flags apply a debuff. Now, the red one, the damage dealt by the enemy is reduced. The white flag, your friendlies get armor if they shoot that enemy, and then the blue flag, your friendlies get skill haste if they shoot that enemy. But it's all about that full flag. So if you're going to run it with 4. So you get that full flag. Anyone dealing damage to an enemy that has all 3 debuffs will deal 50% damage to other nearby enemies that have at least one of these debuffs. That is a lot of damage. So just remember that. That's a lot of damage you can do. Now for the attributes, I have health percentage and health. Starting with the health percentage, I have 10.5, which is okay, but it's the best I could find. And then this mask rolled with 20,189 health as it is. For the red mod, I chose weapon damage and AR damage. Going to the backpack, this is the strategic alignment named China Light backpack. With that being said, it does have perfect spark. So dealing damage to enemies with skills or explosives grant 20% weapon damage for 15 seconds. That is probably one of the best talents in the game. As far as the backpack, it is China Light, so you get 10% explosive damage from the brand set bonus. The attributes, I have 2 reds and a blue. Crit chance at 3%. Health at 16,741. And then I rolled 10.5 weapon damage. It does have that perfect spark, but it also has vital, giving me an additional 25% health. It comes with a yellow mod, so I chose reload speed at 4.5%. Down to the gloves, True Patriot. For the attributes, it comes with a red and a blue. I rolled 13% AR damage, but then it came with 12,684 health. You could probably find way better health on True Patriot gloves and then just roll that 13% and you'll be doing just fine. It comes with a red mod slot, so I chose more weapon and AR damage. Going to the chest piece, this is the Ferocious Calm. That is the named Fenris chest piece with perfect berserk. Now perfect berserk, with your armor depleted, you gain more weapon damage. So it's 10% weapon damage for every 20% armor depleted, and then it drops down when you're in PvP. Let's go ahead and see. In PvP, it drops down to 6%. So just keep that in mind. Now going back to the chest piece, it is Fenris. So that brand set bonus gives you that 10% AR damage. It comes with 2 blues and a red. I have health at 21,480. I rolled 14.5 weapon damage, and it also has 17,836 armor. It has that perfect berserk, but it also has hardened, giving me 15% more armor, and also a red mod slot, so of course I chose more weapon and AR damage. Down to the holster, True Patriot. 2 blues. I have health percentage at 14% and health at 33,825. You could definitely get better attributes, but for some reason True Patriot RNG is not my friend. It comes with 2 red mod slots, so I chose, of course, more weapon and AR damage. And I do have a little bit more damage to health on there as well. And finally, True Patriot knee pads. This comes with health at 24,422 and a red and blue mod slot. I chose more weapon and AR damage, but then I chose armor and total armor for my blue mod slot. As far as my skills are concerned, I use the concussion grenade because it does more damage than the frag and I get to hold more of them, so it's pretty much a no-brainer for me. I also use the booster hive because I love to just get up in their face, play, really aggressive. It also gives my teammates skill haste, weapon handling, and movement as well. It's a pretty good hive to have. But then I use the striker drone. The striker drone applies that skill damage to the enemies pretty much the whole time you're fighting. And with that, it does proc the perfect spark damn near the entire time you're in an engagement. So there you guys have it. That is the Rail Splitter Meta ? And it's basically a perfect True Patriot build with perfect Berserk and perfect Spark. Pretty self-explanatory. It's damage on damage on damage, and whenever I get you on full flag, it's even more damage. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and let's finish off with the stats. So for the weapon stats, this is for the Rail Splitter. 22,770 weapon damage. For PvP, it drops down to 15,654. 15 crit chance, 30 crit damage, 55 headshot damage. On the offense tab, going back to where that said 30% total weapon damage from the perfectly measured, my total weapon damage is 34.5% from the all weapon and 64% from the AR, bumping it up to 98.5% damage bonus. When you're at 98.5% and then you get that plus 30% from the perfectly measured, I mean, it's insane, guys. With the perfect spark and the perfect berserk, full flag, no flag, it doesn't matter. It's insane. You also have 30% health damage, so if you're running against a clutch build, you can, outdo them. And you have 35% explosive damage to go with that spark and that merciless. Going down to the defense tab, 265,571 armor with 233,812 health. I have 116,906 health regen and 50% pulse resistance. And there you guys have it. The Rail Splitter Meta ? Build. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think. And if you guys have time, pick up this Rail Splitter. It is in DZ South at the Thieves' Den. Do it while you can. I'm Kamikazevondoom. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Agent deceased. Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
That's one for the friendlies. The enemy just pulled out.